Hi, my name's Anne. Apologies about the late post, but I just joined this class. So jumping in. Question one is, what inspires you to teach? I'm actually an architect. I've been working for about 8 years, and I'm lucky enough to be considering a second career. In this next career, I'm looking for something that personally, for me, I find a sense of fulfillment, purpose, and meaning. I've always been drawn to young children as they inspire a light from within me that architecture never has. So I guess my answer is that children inspire me to teach. Question two, what is your favorite part about the field of teaching and child development? Hmm. I love that this field can make a large impact, that it's meaningful, and if I do my job well, that it's a lasting legacy that can really impact many children's lives into adulthood. That hopefully this positive impact can always stay with them throughout their entire lives. Question three, how many UCLA courses with extension have you taken before? This is my first, and it's also my third class because I'm concurrently taking 121, 122, and this is 123. Question four, what do you hope to gain from this course? For me, I'm just hoping to gain an overall introduction and education into this field. I'm also hoping to pick up some really good information about how to become a successful educator. Question five, are you familiar with California preschool learning frameworks and California preschool learning foundations? Um, so under the resources link, under the modules tab in this course, I found the link to the California Preschool Learning Foundations PDF. Also, my friend Google let me know that it's, from my understanding, a set of guidelines, um, a base foundation for all preschools in the state to kind of adhere to so that there's um, kind of the same level across all preschools to best promote learning development, that hopefully all the children will be on the same level once they graduate. Um, it's kind of like a best practices for what to teach, how to teach, what your environment should be, etc. Question six, what 2 points from chapter one do you want to share and highlight with this class and why? So my 2 points that I'd like to share, the first section is called The Field Expands Kindergarten on page 18. And it is where they talk about Frobel, I think that's how you pronounce his name. And they go into where the word kindergarten came from and what it means. I'm a very visual person as a designer, and I just was so, I just felt it was so lovely, this idea that children were in a garden, but they themselves were the flowers. I actually already knew what kindergarten meant, but I had just imagined the children in the garden playing, but I didn't know that he intended for this analogy of the children being the flowers themselves, that through natural unfolding process that they themselves would blossom. And I just thought that was so lovely and something I think I'll always keep dear in my heart. Hopefully that will inspire me as I see children and I work with them. And I think it's very true that children, just like plants or flowers, need a warm, safe, nurturing environment to be able to really flourish. The second point that I want to share with all of you is found on page 25 under the section Interdisciplinary Influences. Obviously, for me, coming from a different discipline, I was very drawn to this chapter. So in this chapter, they discuss many different people, Maria Montessori being one of them. And of course, she was a physician coming from the medical background. And was so inspirational in her ability to come from a different perspective and bring a different way of thinking and introduce new ideas and thoughts to revolutionize um, early education. Um, Somebody that isn't mentioned in this chapter, but I'm reading about in my other courses, is Erik Erikson, who also has a background in medicine. But before that, actually, he was an artist. And he does talk about this background giving him an inspiration beyond the information he's learned um, in the preset world, in the current world of education. And I hope to also be able to bring diversity and be influential by bringing my past discipline into this new one. Um, Even though it's well established, I do believe that there's always room to grow and become better. And hopefully, um, you know, architecture wasn't just a past job that I did, but I hope to be able to bring it into this new career and to be um, truly novel. I don't know, truly bringing new and interesting perspective and ideas to this already established field.